good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your August the 12th, 2026. Well, definitely looking a little drier out there today than what we were seeing 24 hours ago, especially across Georgia. And still some little uncertainty with the forecast here tonight. Might see a little bit of storm activity, but the trend and the weather story has got to be the big heat dome that's going to be setting up shop across the area. And we may be looking at some of the hottest temperatures of the summer so far, what's left of it anyway, coming here as we go into this weekend and into early next week. Now, before we get rolling here on the Talkin' Live broadcast channel, if you're new here to our channel, please give us a follow there on Facebook. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all weather updates just like this one. All right, let's dive into today's report as we take a live look there in Chattanooga. Not looking bad. A lot of sunshine out there. Temperature's warm, but not overly hot just yet. That's still to come. So just you're going to be getting that real soon enough. Looking up here into Helen, Georgia, also looking at a few clouds out there, sunny and hazy. Definitely had some rains overnight. We had a cluster of storms move through East Tennessee and North Georgia, provided pretty widespread rains here across the region. Looking at the local radar, not looking bad. Seeing some scatter stuff here across southern Tennessee, parts of northern Alabama. But East Tennessee, North Georgia, fairly quiet here for the moment. And but we may get some stuff coming in late today and going into this evening. Looking at the regional radar, again, you can see some more of the rains here down across South Georgia and going into the Florida Panhandle. And we're going to wait and see what goes on upstream just a bit. As you look at the satellite picture, we're still getting these MCSs, multicellular systems that are kind of feeding off these thunderstorms, which can continue to really batter parts of Illinois and into Indiana. So some of this energy may work its way down this way as we go in forward tonight. All right. So as we look at our current conditions out there, as we're heading into the early afternoon hours here, you can see temperatures already getting close to 90 there in Chattanooga right now, 87 in Daresville, and mid-80s up there towards Sweetwater. So, again, these trends are going to be getting hotter as we go for the week, and those feel-like temperatures are really going to be taking over for sure. Now, as a result of what's expected, you're looking a lot more orange on this map here. So we continue to shrink what we had yesterday. So we got a little bit left here, but I suspect by the end of the week, most of North Georgia, all of East Tennessee, maybe just the mountain locations that won't be in it. But we're going to see a lot of heat, and it'll be a daily occurrence. It may stick around here for a little while, unfortunately. Now, show you those thunderstorms up there in Indiana and into Kentucky. So you see the pathway. The flow is this way. So, again, we'll see what kind of storms is left when they come in here. So right now I'll show you the latest high-resolution models. Not overly crazy with it, but we're going to show you that here in just a second. Obviously, with those storms, there's a threat of some heavy rains with this. But the good news is with this is that once this thing slides by here, we're going to see a drying trend. We've been kind of wet here lately, but we're definitely going to be drying out here as we go into your Thursday, and this is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're looking drier weather coming in here for a little while. In fact, I suspect that most of the remaining month of August will be a bit on the dry side. All right, so let's look here out at the tropics here. As we do have Cristobal. It didn't form out here where I thought we were going to get it. We got this little disturbance up here that gave us Cristobal. So that is our little storm way out there in the middle of the Atlantic that's going to be moving away here. You kind of see the Azores sitting right out here. So again, this is a little storm. That's Cristobal out here. So our next named storm is going to be Dolly. So we're waiting to see if Dolly forms in this red area. Right now, it's at 80% chance for development, so likely to head toward the Caribbean, but boy, the winds are not looking good over there at all. I suspect if we do get Dolly to form, it may get shredded to pieces as it moves into the Caribbean, all right? And then we got this other area disturbed weather behind it. It's showing a 20% development here in the next couple days, 40% in the next 7. So definitely looking at the peak of the hurricane season coming upon us, but the environment remains a little unsettled out there. A lot of dry Saharan dust as well as dealing with some high winds out there that will be a bit of a shield to protect the United States from some of these storms. All right, regional model. Let's look at this here as we look at what's going to go on here going in the next 48 hours, all right? So I'm going to slow this down for you here as we kind of step through here. As we're looking at this afternoon. So, but not showing a whole lot here. You see some of these storms coming down to the south, kind of moving into East Tennessee. Doesn't really come into Georgia too much. Got a little bit of storm in there, just kind of coming on through. So it's not showing a whole lot here. Now, we'll say this, that the models were underperforming a little bit yesterday as far as the coverage. It did pick on to it late, but it did underperform a little bit with some of this activity. We'll see what happens here for tonight. Once we get by tonight, tomorrow's storm activity will be spotty at best. You see they're going late tomorrow, maybe some storms here near the Chattanooga area. There's a storm down near Dalton. It'll be pretty isolated, but with this heat dome kind of setting up shop, it's going to be an inhibitor. So any of that rising air that's trying to form a thunderstorm, it's going to be a sinking air sitting on top of it. So it's really going to limit our rain chances here over the next week. So weather map here showing us here a drying trend. Again, maybe an isolated storm, but you notice here toward the end, we're really kind of drying things out here across our area for East Tennessee and North Georgia. And it's going to get hot, folks. Just get ready for the heat wave. It's coming in, and make sure those ACs are ready to go for this and you're ready. So right now I'm going 94, 74. It's similar to today's numbers here for Chattanooga. 30% chance of maybe a shower or thunderstorm around. Looking at your lows here, again, most areas going to be in the 70s for tomorrow morning, maybe a few 60s over in the mountains. And this model is very hot for tomorrow. I think it's a little overdone, just to be upfront about this, because it's popping 97 there in Chattanooga there. I think at 5 o'clock was like 97 there showing up there. So it's a little bit above what I'm going here. Currently, I think it's a little overdone, but the trend is for the 90s, folks. And we're going to have some, definitely going to have some hotter temperatures here with those feel-like temperatures popping triple digits, and that'll continue right through the upcoming weekend. Regionally looking like this, again, looking at the southeast, again, seeing some limited rain chances, but we're going to see a lot more hundreds out here. As you see in the hundreds out here showing up here at some of the models, it's starting to expand. So this heat wave is going to be setting up shop for a little while and keeping us very much on the hot side here as we go through the last full month of summer. That's August, all right? So here's our forecast. I'm popping 98 there on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday there in the Chattanooga area. Limited rain chances here the next 7 days. I do start to taper it down a bit going to Wednesday back down to 96. Like, that's a big deal. But I think we trend that downward again going into the following weekend, where I think we'll see an increased chance of rain come back at us. But it looks like for the next 7 to maybe 10 days or so, we're going to be dealing with some very hot weather. Now, with some storms possibility out there for the rest of today and maybe a few for tomorrow, go ahead and download our free weather app. You can get it at the Apple Store or Google Play for you Android users. And it was one of the best weather apps in the business. And believe me, you're going to like it. I had a lot of good positive feedback from our customers out there. And it's sponsored by our weather app sponsor, Roof It Forward, out of Woodstock, Georgia. If you are in Georgia and you do need a good quality roof, give these guys a call, man. They'll take care of you with some great customer service, quality craftsmanship, and they give a portion of every job back to local children's charity here in Georgia. Their motto is, together we can roof it forward, and we appreciate them being our weather app sponsor. Again, hopefully things will, we're definitely settling down on the rain front, that's for sure. But boy, this heat wave coming in, definitely could be setting up for the hottest temperatures we've seen of the summer. And hopefully once it breaks, it's the last one we see of the summer as we're inching closer towards September and getting closer to fall. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talkin Live broadcast channel. Please give us a follow there on Facebook. And over on YouTube, you guys hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all our weather updates. All right, that'll do it for today. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.